Welcome everyone. Today we have a Dota Underlords patch review for the October 31st patch. The update in which there's more gold thing. So in general, lots of things were fixed. The biggest change here will have to do with the battle XP. So let me change to this UI for the battle XP. So there are changes to the cost of level up from level 9 to level 10 by 10. So basically over here, it's previously it's 35 XP, now it's 45. And previously I think here was 40, now it's 50. So those are the two changes. What this does is lots of people are playing good stuff or just leveling up faster. Having 10 more XP means it will cost you 10 more gold to level 9 and vice versa for level 10. Level 10 is not a big deal. It's quite a bit of a deal for level 9. So builds that usually benefit from leveling fast, like hunters, warriors, mages, will be beneficially affected. Why is that beneficially affected? Because this benefits other plays. These might benefit builds that goes for rolling, like assassins. These also benefit knights that stays on level 8. They will punish knights that goes to level 9. So it's a mixed perception for me. I think it's a good approach to fix the meta which goes fast leveling and people just go for good stuff. It's a 10 gold punishment. For those that still want to try it, I'll still try it. I'll see if it works. If it doesn't, we'll look into more assassins. But this does favor assassins a lot. Next up, new odds for players level 3 and level 9. So let's look at this. Level 3, I think there used to be tier for tier 3 units at level 3 for the players. It's probably removed and pushed to level 4, which is okay. Let's look at level 9. The level 9 odds, how should I say it? They're okay. I don't remember the previous one, but they look okay. So if you look at level 8, this is the best chance to be rolling for your tier 1 to tier 3 units, because they have the highest rate over here because of the tier 3, which are 35. It's actually better at level 7 actually, if you're rolling for those, for assassins especially. Now going to level 9, 20% tier 4 and 3% seems okay. So that's not the biggest change, which is understandable. Now let's look at N6 and the change of her. She got increased hype gain, which is not by much. It's like, what, 0.3 per second, it's not that a lot. So with Martyr's Boom, the buff duration cooldown, the duration down, this is not a down, basic duration lasting time went from 8 seconds to 5 seconds. This is a nerf to her healing. So this is not to decrease her cooldown, but rather this nerfs how long she can heal for. By quite a bit, so it's nerfing her healing. Again, the pure pain debuff duration went up, so they're pushing towards pure pain and giving it a little buff in compensation. After that, the chaotic hunter, little archer, the extra shot went from 3 to 1 because this spell is like 90% picked by people. I think it's somewhat okay, but it is a big nerf. It takes about at least 30 or 20% of the damage because of the multi-shot. The End of Medicine attack damage bonus increased from 25% to 30%. This is pretty nice actually. I've tried to run it with hunters before. It seems nice, especially with insects hunters that use sustain with insects instead of, with tanks etc. that needs healing. This is actually pretty decent. After that, the Demon's Revenge, not doing damage to the killer, which does pure damage, which is okay. It's a slightly fix. This is a pretty good one. Phantom Pain not interacting with the Sympathy Pains, because previously 2 units targeted by pure pain, the main unit that targeted by phantom pain or targeted by pure pain is going to give area armor. The second unit that's targeted by the double pain does not give phantom pain armor, because if the first one dies, the second one still have the pain of the debuff. It doesn't give armor. So this is actually a pretty good buff if you run around tank build for extra armor. With Instant Regret, no longer affect Underlords. Instant Regret breaks the enemy, whoever kills your units. Now, not breaking Underlord, it's okay, because HOBGEN needs to not be broken so he can do his thing. And also, N6 needs to be not broken to summon Archer, which is quite important. There are quite considerable changes to HOBGEN as well. His attack speed went down. So yes, HOBGEN's attack speed went down, likely, from this number showing. It can be the other way around, it can be faster, but I believe it is a slower attack speed. So quite considerable slow attack speed. Now his attack damage are increased for minimum and maximum, which compensates for the low attack speed. Why did they want to do that? Is to want to give him high damage, because when he buff himself with supercharged and Let's Go Crazy, he can make use of the attack damage instead of just attacking a little faster. After that, the hype regen per burn is increased by quite a bit, which is quite nice. Supercharged cast time is decreased, that's good. HOBGEN is invulnerable while casting Let's Go Crazy, but Let's Go Crazy is so weak and so long casting, so I'm not sure about that. We'll try it if we're super strong, but unless that, it's like a so-so. Fixed Let's Go Crazy not applying supercharged upgrades to HOBGEN, which is supposed to happen. Feedback loop, I thought that was pretty interesting, because supercharged unit gains mana from damage caused by abilities. Upon casting, they deal damage equal to the mana cost adjacent to adjacent enemies. So this is actually really good for the Tinker. If you get him to supercharge, he just rockets non-stop. After the change, supercharged units cast speed is increased by 30%. This does not increase cooldown or reduce cooldown. It just casts a little faster with animation. This seems to be a very questionable upgrade for me. The previous one seems to be very good, because you damage, you get mana, you repeat. You can give it to Bristleback, you can give it to Tinker. Now it's just, I need to try this out with cast speed. And Fire. Hype granted per hit by explosive increase from 1 to 3. So when you shot your cannon, whoever gets hit by the cannon will give you hype. This will increase his mana gain and allow him to cast his ulti much faster, which is a good buff. This one is not something I'm sure about. I'm just like a little question about this one, because this skill used to be very powerful. Now it's like halfway in between now. Got a light is now burnout. So before, whoever is attacked... Oh, okay. Never mind, guys. I thought this was the one that sets people on fire, but previously, enemy attacked by supercharged units are set on fire for 3 seconds, because I thought this was a different skill. But with this skill, it feels very weak, because units that get supercharged is too late to make use of the fire, and 3 seconds too low. After that, units with supercharge will attack super fast. When you attack super fast, you have 17% magical number for Valve to stun enemies that are on fire. So ideally, you still need them to be on fire, but you can stun them. With HOBGEN's mass amount of fire, you'll definitely be able to stun them. And the stun duration is quite sizable. So if you get to see a troll a lot, he might stun non-stop. So this is actually a really good change. I thought this was the one that allows HOBGEN to add normal attack to set people on fire. I was like, why did they take that away? So okay, that's good. There are quite a bit of changes to heroes. First of all, Void vs Void is no longer a Super Saiyan with Chrono Cube. I had an enemy with Chrono Cube at 12 seconds with Octarine. He has 6 second cooldown, 5 seconds stun, and just slaughtered my Underlord and my 3-star Queen of Pain in that game. But we still got him eventually. But the 2-star Void was unbelievable to stun. Now it's changed to 60 seconds, so he's just a stunner now. No longer any gimmicking. He's still very good, but he's just one trick wonder. Previously, he could have been like, oh gosh, he's locking me for eternity. So that's okay. A buff to Legion Commander, much needed. I hope they change the bugs to Legion Commander. I've heard there's quite a few. She's not taking things properly, she's not getting effects of Alliance, and she's not dueling and getting her damage. So this is a good start. 0.8 attack speed from 0.66. The item nerf, the change to Chainmail. So many people pick Chainmail and it's so effective. It went back from 10 to 7. It used to be like 5, went to 10, used to 7, and then it's back to 7, which is okay. Octarine Essence. It was getting too much love because units now have more HP, and with more HP, they tend to survive for longer, cast more spells. And this item used to be tier 2, 50%. Now it's tier 3, 50%. Now it's tier 3, 30%. That's how good it is. I think 30% is good. It prevents people from instantly picking it. And a lot of builds can pick it, so that's a good change. Tiger Buddy. This item was getting too OP back then, and at the start of the game, people just destroy games with Tiger Buddy. Because it's like a free 2-star, and you can even put items on it. Now it's a tier 3, so now it gets to people think, is it worth it to pick this item? So it used to be top tier in tier 2, now it's like probably average or slightly about, like close to a little above for tier 3. We'll look into an item tier list very soon actually, but I think it's a good position to change Tiger Buddy. Alliance change. Savage, the bonus attack went from 4 to 3 and 8 to 6, so everything went down by a little bit. I didn't think Savage was that strong, but apparently Venomancer used to gain bonus attack stacks each time they get poisoned. So Venomancer was secretly OP in the first week. We didn't even know that because no one really cared about Venom, right? It's like no one really looked into it. Apparently he was super OP. So that's good to know. And I'm a little questioning about the Savage nerf. It targets at Bristleback, which is the biggest spammer for casting and also gains the most. Lycan can benefit, but not that much. So in that sense, I think nerfing the Savage, maybe we should look at Hunters and Insects, which seems to be all over the place, and maybe we should look at Warriors. But it's good that we're getting weekly updates, and hopefully the developers can look into more balance changes. Personally, I'm hoping that we either get everything balanced, which is hard, or we just buff everything. Because we don't like nerfing things too much. The things we find interesting, if they get nerfed, we're like, huh, that's strange. I wish they were as good as before. So the biggest change today is change of player XP, change of shop odds, which not that apparent, but the change to Underlords were quite big this time. NA6 got somewhat of a nerf, and HOBGEN got a buff, so keep that in mind. Thank you so much for watching this patch review, guys. Let me know what you think and the directions for Dota Underlord. Do you have any suggestions? What do you think about the Underlords to come? There's 2 more to come, 1 little one and 1 big one. So we're interested about those. If you have any ideas or if you have any suspect ideas, I think the big one will be a tank, the small one will be something to do with scrappies. That's my idea. If you want more previews and more guides and more tips with Underlord, definitely subscribe to YouTube. That'd be so nice. And also please follow and subscribe to me on Twitch if you can, guys. Thank you so much.